Welcome to Daquilo channel, your go-to spot for all things concerning esports and gaming. Now today the topic is going to be how to earn through esports. This is a question a lot of gamers ask themselves, like, how can I start earning through esports? And today I'm going to shed some light on this topic. And before I get started, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on future videos like this. So let's get started. Earning in esports goes two ways. So the first way is as a player. When you play these games, how can you earn money through esports? And the second way is if you're an non-player or if you're an ex-player, how can you earn through esports? So as a player, you can look it in three ways. The first way is actually participating in esports competitions. There are various esports competitions. Even in Kenya, there are multiple esports competitions that happen, and various tournament organizers organize these tournaments for players. Players actually who are top players in those specific games get out from competitions with a crazy amount of prize pools, which is the first way you can actually earn as an esports athlete. For you to actually earn from esports competitions, you have to dedicate a lot of time to practice the game that you play and be the best in your game. And of course, through experience, you'll always get this amount of money when you participate in these competitions. Okay, so maybe you have tried competitions and they are not working out. You can go to the second option, which is content creation. Now when I talk about content creation as a gamer, I mean streaming your games live for people to see. You can stream them on TikTok, you stream them on Twitch, you stream them on YouTube, and these three platforms have various ways you can earn once you get monetized. So when I talk about monetized, it means that there are specific things you're supposed to achieve so that you can start earning. For example, in YouTube, you have to reach 1,000 subscribers and you have to have 40,000 watch time. Yes, and for Twitch it's different. You have to get 50 followers and some certain amount of viewership. And for TikTok, I saw that if you reach 10,000 followers, you start getting paid. So, and also when you're live, people can gift you and certain stuff. So we are going to explore the option for content creation. How, if you go to this content creation full time, how you will start earning. So I'll do that video separately in the next video so that you can understand actually how to go about this. But the advice I can give you as this part of content creation, just start. You'll make mistakes and eventually you'll improve and you'll become better and you'll get followers. And as you start, you have to remain consistency is key, and this is what actually enables different platforms to push your content to other people. So that's the second way you can earn as a player if you play the actual games, like you're an esports athlete. And coming to the third option, which is sponsorship. So if you become one of the top players in a certain game, expect sponsors to come to you, reach out to you to maybe become an ambassador for their brand or anything else. Or they can actually just pay you to promote their brand, depending on the type of game you play. It can be PC, maybe a company for computers approaches you. I've seen companies like Lenovo approaching different. You can also be approached by betting companies, and I'm going to be doing a video about betting soon, like betting in esports. How can you get started? What actually people bet about in esports, and if even betting in esports is different from betting in traditional sports. So I'm going to be talking about that later on. So, and also like once even under content creation, like if you get your brand out there, sponsors might approach you and they will sponsor your journey towards your gaming career. And that's the three top most things you can do as an esports athlete to earn. So coming to the second bit, which I told you, earning as a non-player or an ex-player. Maybe you used to play, you're old, you can't play, maybe you have another job, maybe you have a family to cater for. There are other ways you can earn, like through this. Like you don't actually have to play, so long as you have knowledge for specific games. And sometimes you don't even need that knowledge, you just some things you'll do in this category, you don't need knowledge, you just need some guidance from people, and then you'll actually be good to go. So in the second bit, you have to look, this is the things revolving around an esports athlete. Like I have talked about the esports athlete, first they have to earn through events. So you can be an event organizer, like you organize events, players come, put some money, and then the event goes on. So you can explore the path of an event organizer. And under the event, you can be a videographer, because there are videography, you can be a photographer, because like there are media content that you're supposed to do to put it out there. Esports goes hand in hand with social media, because if your thing can only be seen online on social media, so videographers and photographers are very crucial when it comes to this aspect of like the content creation on the event bit. Another thing you can look into under the same events, like the event for esports, is becoming a shoutcaster and a host. Actually, shoutcasters will be required more and more, because the games are different. If you play for example, if you play a game like Dota, you might not find shoutcasters in Kenya, because the game is not that popular, and the people who are playing that game don't focus on that. So you can look into a game you like and practice on being a shoutcaster. Then just start with the very basic tournament you will have. Maybe it's you volunteer, and then once you volunteer you start getting the experience, and international bodies will start looking into you, like you can be a potential shoutcaster too. You can just show your work there, and that's another way you can earn. Hosts also goes hand in hand with shoutcaster. Shoutcaster concentrates on actually what is happening in the game, but the host is just to air out what is happening, like who will play who, what will happen next. Yeah, that's the function of a host, just talking about the event at large. So, and another thing, even in event you have to look at is referees, because you need people who are going to be ensuring that there is fairness in the tournament and rules are being followed. So there are a lot of things. Just look into an event. You can look into maybe a traditional sports, what happens, and you look into like you look into esports. How can you add value inside an event? You can also be a journalist, like you talk about these specific events, like promote the events, and then you get paid for that. So that's the first way. You can look into it as the event thing, like the events for esports competition. Another way surrounding the player again is the player has to actually be better in the game. So you can also look into like strategists. And when I talk about strategists, this comes in a coach. Like you can be a coach for a specific player. So maybe you come into a contract, when they go out, when they win, they give you some certain amount, or even some coaches online are being paid per hour just to make people improve in their game. So a coach is another thing you can look. And then you can look into becoming an analyst. Like you analyze games, like people are playing, you analyze like this one plays like this in this time, this one does what, so that you can give input to players and so that they can actually improve in their game. That's an analyst. You can also become a theory crafter. Like you can craft theories on specific players, specific games within the niche. And you can also become a team manager, because there are actually team sports, like for example Dota 2, the one I play, like you have to play like a 5-man team, so you actually need a team manager who is going to manage your contracts, your everything. So a team manager is key. When you can, that's another way you can look into employability. Around the player also there is content creators. For example, if the player is playing and making their videos in maybe Twitch, so as a person who does maybe broadcasting, you're doing web development, so you can come and make websites. You can also become a social media manager for a player, so that you can schedule how their content is going to be put out there. You can also help the player to how to put content that is going to reach out to various audience. Like this, you advise on the content that they are going to put. And there are various platforms, so you can also become an editor, like edit their content and then put into different social media platforms, be it TikTok, be it Instagram, be it YouTube. So that is also another way you can look into it. You approach a player, you pitch your idea, and they pay you just to do these things, because at the end of the day, social media platforms also generate a lot of income for players and esports athletes. And finally, you can look into entrepreneurship. In esports, there needs a lot of marketing. Like if you are a marketer, that's a way you can like look into it. Events might want people who can market their events to people so that they come in. So as a marketer, you can come in and put an structure for marketing for these various esports events. That's another way you can earn through esports. You can also become a business developer. These events might be looking into becoming long-term, and they also might be looking into how they can earn some money. So for example, if you are a business developer, you can develop a business in esports for specific organizations. Like you pitch an idea where maybe there is a tournament that is going to be happening in maybe an institution. So this institution pays this amount of money, then this happens. You know, business developers, what you do, like, I'm not a business person. Okay, I'm a business person, but I didn't go to learn business in school. So yeah, if you understand those things, like those are the things you're going to do. Like an advice, just look at esports as like any other sport. You can look into even psychologists. Like most of the gamers have mental issues, so you'll have to like do that. Healthcare, insurance, people want to ensure their fingers, you have to, and their eyesight, because those are the things that players use the most. So you can explore all the other options, even training, like there are people who do, like, you know, the gym things, the physical fitness stuff for esports athletes. So it's key. KPLC did the thing, so I had to switch locations. But that was it, guys. Those are the ways you can earn through esports. And if you have any other way you can earn through esports, kindly just comment in the section down below. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's educate each other. And if you liked the video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure to hit the notification button so that you don't miss out on future videos like this. I hope you like it. I hope you got some knowledge. And this has been Dakwilo. Let me catch you in the next video.